touchdown grab. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Now the point after try for Santos. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Switzer now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result,
big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's a Johnny. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Toss play, counter, and he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger taking it in. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the game, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Being chased out left. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Switzer now to return. Now a hit and a loose football. There, this is picked up by the Browns. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Switzer now to return. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do it.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go.
Here's Connor. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, that tackle right there, that might have just saved the ball game.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Browns. 43 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. And I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Nelson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. shotgun now for Carr. He'll buy some time right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And now it's second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, now Carr. A dump off to Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Down, 180, 694.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sheldon Richardson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
637.
To throw, it's Carr. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
No. Check. Patriot.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically their scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
And he's trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. A second down throw for Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
They'll run it here with Hunt. He spins free. A second spin.
Turning and turning and turning.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. 3 touchdown passes now for the rookie Baker Mayfield. And the Browns add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall.
This is caught inside the 15. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 56 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. This is first and goal from about the 8. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Jack 16. Set. Blue 30.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
4 down. Jack 16.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, We said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
All right, here we go. AB.
On second down, Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards that time for number 19. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Drops it on to Ajayi. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Mayfield off the play fake. Over the middle to Beckham. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what...
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Set. Block 80. Snickers. Snickers.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So that changes things. Here's first and 10 all the way up at the 45. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's first and 10. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready? Blue 30.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Roethlisberger. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Browns defense stands tall. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the half. Mayfield steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Eight!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's it, baby. That's it. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Going top shelf for Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He'll let it go. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Back now in Pittsburgh. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught. Beckham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way.
you.